Welcome to the WION podcast, where we explore fascinating stories and ideas from various fields. In this episode, we uncover how attacks on key oil and gas facilities in the Middle East are turning energy into a weapon, raising fears of a global energy crisis that could impact prices, supply chains, and economies worldwide. Critical oil and gas infrastructure across West Asia is now coming under direct attack, signaling a dangerous shift in the nature of the conflict. On March 18th, Israel struck the South Pars gas field off Iran's southern coast, the world's largest natural gas reservoir. Within hours, Iran retaliated with multiple missile strikes Qatar's Ras Laffan industrial city, home to the largest LNG export plant globally. Attacks on energy infrastructure this week have sent oil and gas prices soaring, raising concerns about a prolonged energy war with significant economic consequences. Following the Israeli strike on South Pars, Tehran vowed to retaliate against Gulf energy facilities. Iran targeted Qatar's Ras Laffan LNG hub, Saudi Arabia's Samref refinery on the Red Sea, and two Kuwaiti oil refineries. State-run Qatar Energy reported sizable fires and extensive further damage to multiple LNG facilities. These actions came after Israel killed Iranian security chief Ali Larijani and Basij commander Gholamreza Soleimani. South Pars and the onshore Asaluye hub were the first direct targets of Israeli forces since the conflict began, marking a turning point in the war. Ras Laffan, Qatar's LNG hub, handles nearly 20% of global LNG trade, supplying Europe and Asia. Saudi Arabia's Samref refinery and Kuwait's Mina Al Ahmadi and Mina Abdullah facilities form part of the Gulf's strategic energy export network, which Iran's actions now threaten. Iran has effectively closed the Strait of Hormuz, through which a fifth of pre-conflict global crude and LNG flowed. Brent crude briefly rose above $119 per barrel, and European gas prices jumped 35% before settling around $70 per megawatt-hour, said AFP. Analysts warn that the conflict has moved beyond transport disruptions towards structural energy supply risks. Quoting John Plassard, head of investment strategy at Cité Gestion Private Bank, AFP reported that the attacks signal a shift towards total energy war. The strikes suggest the conflict is increasingly targeting energy infrastructure, where damage and destruction could trigger a prolonged supply crisis with far-reaching consequences for the global economy. Christy Kramer of Wood Mackenzie told AFP that expectations for a brief disruption are now increasingly unlikely. Analysts at EnergyScan also warned the situation is approaching a worst-case scenario. In fact, the European Central Bank also noted that the conflict will have a material impact on near-term inflation through higher energy prices. Disruption to Qatari LNG could threaten long-term supply contracts for Europe, Japan, South Korea, and China. Seb Kennedy at Energy Flux told AFP that the idea that Qatari LNG volumes will return to pre-war levels this year is rapidly becoming a fantasy. In response to Ras Laffan strikes, Qatar expelled Iranian military and security attachés. US President Donald Trump had threatened further action against Iran, while senior US counterterrorism official Joe Kent resigned on Tuesday, citing opposition to escalation. The attacks have amplified geopolitical tensions and underscored the strategic vulnerability of Gulf energy infrastructure. Thanks for tuning in to this incredible story. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more captivating stories to come. Stay tuned.